Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Today I'm going to talk about Hillary Clinton and her role in the Russian host. I got some audio I'm going to play for you. But first, I'm just going to talk about it. Right now, it going around saying what Donald Trump been saying for the last 4 years, that he ain't have nothing to do with this Russian in his campaign. It come out just a month before the campaign that he actually didn't have anything to do with this Russian so-called interfering in the presidential campaign in 2016. They found out, they say Hillary Clinton and some of Barack Obama campaign of people in his cabinet, they did all this. It created a mockery of our voting system. The same way they did Bernie Sanders in the doing Democratic race twice. They tried to do the same thing to President Trump. They tried to make it seem like a foreign country. We're all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. They tried to make it seem like it was a foreign country just coming in like, hey, vote for Donald Trump, vote for Donald Trump. All along, Hillary Clinton and her bands of merry men were out here doing this shit themselves. What kind of crap? Us Americans who got a level head, we know this ain't nothing unusual for the Clintons. The Clintons have been involved in some suspect things that took place in the United States, but they've never been proven guilty. But by the public judge, they've been proven guilty. It started back the Pizzagate. Yo, I know some people like the Pizzagate is like a conspiracy, but that conspiracy is sound real good. I listened to that. I mean, I looked at a documentary. It's like our so-called leaders of the United States, they got a nasty fetish for little children. Nasty fetish. But I ain't here to talk about the Pizzagate. I'm talking about here to talk about how the Democrats caused an uproar in the United States. I'm not a Republican, so I want y'all to say, oh, you're the Republican. I'm a bipartisan. I'm an independent voter. But how the Democrat caused an uproar in the United States, blame all that shit on Russia when they were doing that shit themselves. And then you have people on CNN. CNN used to be my shit. It became the MSNBC, the hate train. Man, I don't get it. I don't get how CNN turned out to be so bad now. But you got people on CNN say, well, she was involved. It's not illegal. Shit, me. Something illegal about this. Something don't smell right. Something don't smell right, people. What's going on in our country? Is it because of social media that we see much more that he's seen when I was a child or a young adult? So, you can see by the grade that I don't spend some time on this earth. But we ain't have social media then. We ain't have all the information that's coming out now. There's more whistleblowers than ever. It ain't just stop at, you see what they try to do to Snowden. When Snowden told the truth, that man had to move to Russia. Snowden told him, said, hey, you people spying on y'all. Obama don't try to arrest that man for the rest of his life. He had to move to Russia, people. And he's still not allowed to come back to the United States right now. They got a lawyer who's trying to protest, try to get President Trump to say, hey, man, called off the damn hounds on him. But because Snowden told the truth, you got to get him out of here. They said, oh no, he gave up national security. How can it be national security when you illegal tapping Americans? People, we shouldn't be surprised, people. We shouldn't be surprised at all. All the it's just nasty. I remember when I was a child when you just use house phones, and they used to tell us, say, "Hey, why would you sell on the house phone? Because you might sell a trickling word, and the FBI be coming knocking at your door." Come to find out, it's true. Eric Snowden said it's true. Ran the man on off, ran him off for 4 damn years. They had American people saying Donald Trump is a liar. Donald Trump a smear campaign. Donald Trump this. Donald Trump that. And it come to find out that most of all the shit that Donald Trump been saying is true, people. When he called it fake media. Hey, don't get me wrong. At first I thought he was just, just trying to cover his behind too. To realize these damn people in media be lying like a mug. They be lying their ass off, people. And it's a disgrace. We know Fox News is pro-Republican. It's not even doing a discussion. They pro-Republicans. But I didn't know MSNBC and damn CNN and ABC and CBS and all those other clowns been lying like hell for the last 4 years. Didn't know it. I'm shocked, people. I'm shocked. I ain't lying to you. I ain't shocked about the Clintons. Not at all. I'm not shocked about the Clintons. Not at all. We know the history of the Clintons put in some dirt. Put in some work. Ain't scared. They put some work in. Got done. The media? Come on. Y'all know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. For the last 4 years, all we heard was Russian interfering with this. Got done Russian. I'm like, with the power we have in the United States, how in the hell Russia keep on interfering with our election? You notice how they always say, let Russia don't interfere, but every 4 years. Yeah, Russia had that much power. Don't you think they'll be interfering other than 4 years? And why would they want to just say, hey, I want Donald Trump to be president. That's all. I don't want nothing else from the United States. Y'all just vote Donald Trump in. Come on, people. I ain't gonna lie to you. Around 2015, 2016, whatever, I didn't see no kind of Russian down interfering on social media, none of that stuff. I guess I was just too damn black or something. Because they never came across my damn timelines that vote for Donald Trump. No, didn't see it. God damn it, people. Anytime we can't trust the damn, well, it's been a long time since we could trust the media. But just to have information showing that we can't trust the media, it's a hot damn mess right here. Mess. It don't make no damn sense, people. I remember when my grandma them back in the day, 6:30. She was looking at World News Tonight on ABC. Went missing. Don't tell me all these damn years they've been lying. We should know they're lying. That's it. They lied about the damn Black Panthers. They lied about the damn the civil rights movement. They lied about the true Native American. This country been lying so goddamn much, it don't make no sense. But it took a long time for some of us older people to realize that it was a lie. Me personally, and a lot of people around my age or older, we grew up listening to what was in the textbook. We ain't have no choice. We ain't have no kind of other information coming to us. We just seen what's in the encyclopedia, we seen in the textbook, and that's what we taught. We ain't know nothing about the rest of the darn bullshit that's going on within the darn country, but now we finding out. It's finding out, and it's nasty, people. This is nasty. Real nasty. I got some audio I want y'all to hear. Hey, some nasty shit, people. You're coming for Fox News.
Intelligence has declassified documents today revealing former CIA Director John Brennan briefed then-President Obama on Hillary Clinton's purported plan to smear then-candidate Trump in 2016.
You see how far do it go? It went from Donald Trump was such a threat. The CIA went to President Obama and told him, say, hey, do what Hillary Clinton trying to do. You know what Barack Obama didn't do? He didn't stop her. He went along and let that damn lie just go. But everybody be praising Barack Obama. Oh, he was cool. He was laid back. He couldn't. Man, this man part of a conspiracy. He's about to tarnish his name. He been doing good. We've been like, damn, Barack ain't didn't make no mistakes in 8 years. Coming out, declassify this stuff. Coming out, Barack behind some of the bullshit.
Adding to what the National Intelligence Director has already declassified on this issue, and raising more questions tonight about how much more of this will come out before Election Day. Senior political correspondent Mike Emanuel is following the story tonight in Washington. Good evening, Mike.
Brett, good evening. These are handwritten notes from former CIA Director John Brennan, written according to a source familiar after Brennan briefed President Obama. At one point, Brennan writes, quote, approved by Hillary Clinton, a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by the Russian security service. The notes say on 28th of July, in the margin, Brennan writes POTUS, but that section of the notes are redacted. Then it says any evidence of collaboration between Trump campaign and Russia. The remainder of the notes are redacted, except in the margins where it says JC, Dennis, and Susan. That could be referring to former FBI Director James Comey, former Obama Chief of Staff Dennis McDonough, and former National Security Advisor Susan Rice. The CIA sent a memo to former FBI Director James Comey and Peter Strzok writing, quote, the following information is provided for the exclusive use of your Bureau for background investigative action or lead purposes as appropriate. One example, the CIA includes, quote, an exchange redacted discussing U.S. presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's approval of a plan concerning U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections as a means of distracting the public from her use of a private email server. At a hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee last week, Comey was pressed on what he did with information provided by the CIA.
Did you open an investigation?
I don't know what that refers to. As I said earlier, that does not ring any bells with me when I read that.
You did not receive any investigative referral of this nature?
I don't remember it. I don't remember receiving anything that's described in that letter.
Hillary Clinton spokesman Nick Merrill has called the latest revelation, quote, baseless BS.
Man, I got another video too. I want to show you. I want you to listen to. It got a commercial, so I'm gonna turn it down real quick and let that part go on through. But like I said, we shouldn't be surprised, people. Here you go.
So Republican Senator Tom Cotton, a member of the Senate Intel Committee, he's had a pretty good idea that this had happened all along. And Senator, so if the former president, Barack Obama, knew about it, you got to wonder, what did Joe Biden know?
Yeah, good morning, Steve. I think you have to assume that Joe Biden knew and was in on this from the very beginning. I understand that John Brennan is upset over being exposed, but his handwritten notes from the summer of 2016 really confirm what common sense has told us all along. The only candidate and the only campaign to use foreign disinformation in 2016 was Hillary Clinton. She hired a foreign spy who had sources in Russia, probably Russian intelligence officers themselves, to dig up dirt on Donald Trump and then to spread it around the American media. Of course, the Kremlin would have gotten wind of that effort by Christopher Steele, a former British spy, to try to identify that information. And of course, they were trying to use that as a way to inject their own disinformation into the American political debate. The person in the campaign responsible for that is Hillary Clinton and the Democrats. Barack Obama knew about it as early as the summer of 2016. I think it's safe to say that Joe Biden knew about it as well.
You know, it's interesting that, the president is ridiculed about his tweets, but it's almost the only way he can communicate and get this story out there, because ABC, NBC, and CBS, none of the nightly newscasts reported this at all when this information came out yesterday.
Yeah, Ainsley, it's not surprising that the media wing of the Democratic Party is in overdrive to protect Joe Biden in a partisan cocoon over these last 4 weeks of the campaign. They've been waging nonstop political battle against the president for 5 years, and they're not going to let up in the final 4 weeks of the campaign.
Senator, let's just make sure everybody understands that they're just waking up and they always hear a Russia story and they wonder what this is grounded in. John Brennan is verbally briefing the President of the United States about a plan that would tie then candidate Donald Trump to Russia as a means of distracting the public from her use of a private email server. This is not an opinion. John Brennan's words, his writings, longhand. So John Brennan does not deny this is him and said this in explanation. Tell me if this makes it better.
If, in fact, what the Russians were alleging, that Hillary was trying to highlight the reported connections between Trump and the Russians, if, in fact, that was accurate, and that's a big if, there is nothing at all illegal about that. And so John Radcliffe and others are trying to portray this as potentially unlawful activity that deserved follow-up investigation by the FBI. No, it was a campaign activity.
So I'm going to let you're a lawyer. You just heard him say nothing wrong about that. As a distraction from her email scandal, nothing wrong about that, Senator.
Yeah, that sounded like a word fog of CYA to me, Brian. Remember, it's not John Ratcliffe that made this FBI referral. He simply declassified an FBI referral that was contemporaneous, apparently, to John Brennan's briefing of the president and his handwritten notes. There was enough concern at the time to do so. And again, we don't need to have these notes alone to verify this. Just go back and look at the tape. Throughout the summer and fall of 2016, Hillary Clinton and the Democrats were accusing Donald Trump and his campaign of colluding with the Russians. We now know that that collusion hoax was false, and that it was Hillary Clinton and the Democrats who are actually colluding with foreign intelligence
Senator,
officers.
just to outline this, and you tell me if you think I'm wrong. They wrote a check along with the DNC, which, by the way, was financed by Hillary Clinton's campaign because Barack Obama left it without any money. They co-financed the dossier, these series of briefs put into a haphazard report, financing Christopher Steele to go use his contacts in Russia to find out things that turned out not to be true about Donald Trump, that not only detonated an explosive story in the fall, actually destroyed his winter, his inaugural, and launched the Mueller report, right? Not only did she do it, she financed it.
Yeah, no, Hillary Clinton and the DNC, through various cutouts and laundering mechanisms, paid Christopher Steele, a British intelligence officer, to go dig up dirt in Russia.
All right. Senator, real quick, the president pulled the plug on negotiating with Nancy Pelosi over the stimulus. Sounds like he would like standalone bills to give people $1,200, help bail out and assist rescue the airlines. What do you think of that real quick?
Yeah, Steve, unfortunately, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer haven't really been negotiating in good faith. What the president proposed yesterday is exactly the kind of bill Republican senators tried to advance last month. But the Democrats didn't want to pass a bill before the election. They didn't want any bill without a no-strings-attached bailout of cities and states that have been grossly mismanaged for decades with nothing to do with the coronavirus. So if the Democrats are serious about getting relief to the people that need it most, they would take up the bill that Senate Republicans proposed just last month.
All right.
Senator Tom Cotton, thanks for joining us.
I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the audio. I hope everything came in nice and clear. I'm not a Democrat basher. But at the same time, as they say, you got to call a spade what a spade is. Yeah, some done messed up junk. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for staying tuned with me. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the share button, and hit the something else. Hey, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.